Gotta tell you, my friends, I live for a flare jean. I was so sad when they went away in the early 2000s, and I am rejoicing that they are back and better than ever. But we're gonna start off with something that was just reduced. Like, this is the first day that you've seen this at this low of a price. And no reorder. You are saving $21.35 off the original QVC price. This is the pressed floral graphic long sleeve top. Did you ever do that when you were a kid? Like, pick flowers with your mom or your friends, and then come home and you press them in between like a big book, like the encyclopedia or the dictionary, or I would do it in between like my big tomes of like all of Shakespeare's plays, because I'm nerdy like that. I was reading Shakespeare when I was a little kid, hence I have one of my theater degree has an emphasis in Shakespeare, but that's a different story. So pressing your flowers and then displaying them and preserving them, that's what this sort of idea is about. But it has like a little hint of tie-dye to it as well. It's A473212. So I'm going to take you through the colors. Here we have it in the natural, which is what I'm wearing. And you can see I used to press pansies. Those were my favorite flowers to press when I was a kid. But so you get the pansies in a literal way, but then everything else is like a cool tie-dye, kind of like graphic watercolor moment. Same print, different color, done in honeysuckle. So now you get the purple pansies. Those are my mom's favorite. She loves a purple pansy. And just these bright, fresh colors. Now, Candace's line always has the best color stories. Here we have washed black. Her black is done in sort of like this vintagey way. Think about like an old concert t-shirt, graphic t-shirt from the 70s that has been washed a billion times, and it has that faded look. That's what we get here. And here it says California poppies. Do you know of the California poppies? They are famous. You drive out at the first touch of spring and they are like rolling mountain hills of these bright, vibrant orange poppies as far as the eye can see. We do have another color for you, two more colors for you. Here is light heather gray, and then the silver sage. So A473212 is your item number. So let me take you through some of the details here. So it's not gonna be a longer length. It hits just about mid-hip. I am wearing it in the small. So it is meant just to be worn on its own, whether you're wearing it with the flare jeans that are coming up in just a minute during our show, or any pair of jeans, cute little shorts, Bermuda shorts. You guys know me, always like just a little bit of a half tuck. That's me, that's my jam. But it's done in 100% cotton. So now you have great breathability. It's light here. You have the cuff at the bottom, which has a nice little band, but then a little touch of femininity because you have a little teeny tiny hint of a blouson there, right? Just like a little puff. You see that shearing all the way around? That gives it just a little bit more of the femininity that Candace always likes to infuse into her line. Look, it's garden season. We are celebrating garden season here at QVC. Allie just said she's leaving for the flower show first thing in the morning, which I actually got to go to my very first year here, my very first flower show. So that was March 2020. And then the world changed the day after. But so I remember it well, but I remember walking into that Philadelphia flower show, which is so, so famous, and being just blown away by the color, the history, the origins of these flowers. And Candace has really done a great way of harnessing that idea, and in kind of like an abstract kind of way in some of the prints. Not as abstract when we look at the colors here. It almost looks like it has a stamped look to it. And you know what? I saw her present this earlier. This is actually her handwriting, California poppies. You should look it up. Google the California poppies. It is extraordinary. And I can't say the word poppies without hearing the Wicked Witch of the West in my head. Poppies. Poppies will make them sleep. Just me? No one else? No? You've never seen Wizard of Oz? Okay, all right, let me take you through the colors. Brighten, brighten, brighten. Here's your California poppies when done in the washed black. So I like it that she did it in a black because you get kind of like that edge with the washed black, but then you get the femininity details with the flowers. This is the one I'm wearing. It's called Natural, so you have that natural background. I love the neckline on this, by the way. Do you see that? That like kind of like elongated crew neck, but you get the same ribbing at the neckline as you get at the bottom of the cuff. Here's Honeysuckle. And then two more live on QVC.com. We'll take you right there. That is called, is that Silver Sage? No, that is Light Heather Gray. And then there is going to be your silver sage. Did you ever hang the flowers to dry? Whenever I would do a performance, because I did a lot of theater all over Los Angeles, and I would get flowers sometimes when I was lucky at the end of a show. And would you like hang them upside down to dry in the sun, or you would press them in between a book? And that's the whole idea behind this print. And you know, Candace Cameron, her whole line, Candace Cameron Bure, pardon me, her entire line is Southern California chic style. She and I both grew up in Los Angeles. She and I both know the beaches of Malibu like the back of our hand, because that's really like where she's at. And that's where I grew up. So it really is this easy living, these great California colors, really inspired by the Santa Monica Mountains and the different beaches. Like when we get to the washes of the jeans, all the washes have a different Southern California location. Which always makes me feel a little misty for home. But a clearance sale price. So we have different tiers of pricing here at QVC, right? Like we start off with our QVC price, already a steal. And we already have things like Easy Pay built in. Then we go to featured prices and sale prices and specialty pricing. And then we get down to a clearance price. When we get down to a clearance price, that means that it was an item that was beloved. So beloved that we are probably getting really limited in our colors and our sizes. But the thing is, when we run out, when we sell out of a color or a size, it's gone for good. It's a retiring style. It's not coming back. Then every once in a while, we double down on that and give you a clearance sale price. But that's just for a finite amount of time. It will go back up to that clearance price eventually. So when you see that on your screen, you gotta run, because it's just too good. You are already saving $21.35 off of the QVC price. And this is the first day you're seeing it at so low of a price. And now you're looking at an easy pay of just $9.49. Candace does includes the sizing. She's very passionate about that here at QVC, as we have sizes extra small through 5X available. So A473212, that's going to be your item number. It's fresh, it's springy. Look, I'm not a girl who gravitates towards florals and bows, and we were just talking with Ali Carr during our last show that she and I are like the odd couple. She loves like the pretty feminine girly things, like flowers, like ruffles, like bows, and I'm like, give me my ripped jeans. Thank you. Give me a moto jacket, which I would totally do this whole look and pop over like my favorite maroon moto jacket. Maybe over the washed black would be a really cool look, because then you're getting a little rock and roll with that washed black. And then you're also getting the femininity of these really pretty artistry rendings with all those California poppies. It does say California poppies in Candace's handwriting right there at the bottom. So that's washed black. Here's what I'm wearing. It's called the Natural, with pops of violets and yellows. You can see that pressed pansy right here and throughout the garment on both sides. Here is your honeysuckle. You got purple pansies there, and that's a bright pop of coral. Then we have the light heather gray. And then we have silver sage. It is A473213. I said that wrong. A473212. Hi, Blaine. How are you? Oh, good. It's nice to see you, buddy. All right.